Watkins Glen Internationals' schedule for the 2018 season will not include a return from the Verizon Indycar series. The open-wheel event was held at the road course on Labor Day weekend in 2016 and this year following a 6-year hiatus after Watkins Glen hosted the series from 2005 to 2010. It was a late addition to the Glen's 2016 schedule as a replacement for the cancelled Grand Prix of Boston. Michael Printup, the track president at Watkins Glen International, said Labor Day weekend wasn't a good fit for all parties. Both sides agreed to the decision even though they had a 3-year contract that wasn't scheduled to expire until next year's race. When we sat down and talked, it was mutual. It wasn't a one-sided conversation, Printup said. It wasn't Indycar pointing the finger at us, and it wasn't WGI pointing the finger at them. He said competition from the New York State Fair and Syracuse, holiday activities and other events were part of the problem. Both sides admitted Labor Day was not the weekend to be racing, Printup said. That was one thing we had in common. We don't like the holiday for racing. That was handed to us from Boston. Alexander Rossi drives to a win in the 2017 Verizon IndyCar Series race at Watkins Glen International. Photo Timothy T. Ludwig USA Today Sports. Watkins Glen announced its full 2018 schedule on Thursday, the same day IndyCar released its schedule for the year. Printup said the sides tried to come up with another weekend, but Watkins Glen's race window is only about 2 months in the summer. With other races already set on the IndyCar schedule, he said they couldn't find a weekend that works for the fans, the series and the track. This year's IndyCar season ended September 17 at Sonoma, California. Even if a date after Labor Day were an option, Printup said he didn't want to go that far back on the calendar. The 2005 race was held Sept. 25 before moving to early June in 2006 and near July 4th weekend from 2007 to 2010, Printup added he has a good working relationship with IndyCar officials and they plan to sit down in the future to discuss a potential return for the series. He said 2019 would be unlikely, but he didn't rule it out. We have to find the right mix, right match and see if it works for both of us, Printup said. I'm looking forward to it. They're awesome people and they're the right kind of cars on the right kind of racetrack. While attendance numbers are not announced by WGI, the IndyCar weekend is nowhere near the draw of WGI's NASCAR event. Printup said based on their own ticket information he doesn't think the proximity of the early August Cup weekend to IndyCar had a negative impact on attendance, with the series having their own fan bases. Alexander Rossi won this year's IndyCar race at WGI and during an earlier visit to the track during NASCAR weekend talked about how much the drivers enjoyed the facility. This track is made for IndyCars and they're at their absolute best around here, Rossi said. For all of us it's a pleasure to be able to come back here and it's something we all look forward to. It's become a highlight race for drivers. Beyond the absence of IndyCar, WGI's schedule for next year was much like 2017. It is highlighted by the return of the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series and the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship. Both are back at the same time of year, with the NASCAR weekend to be held from August 25 and IMSA's event from June 28 to July 1. NASCAR weekend will again include NASCAR Xfinity Series and KN Pro Series East races. WGI's schedule begins April 13-15 with opening weekend. The SCCA Major Super Tour will start the track's spectator racing season from June 22-24 and the racing year will close with the U.S. Vintage Grand Prix from Sept. 79. Also back on the schedule will be the Finger Lakes Wine Festival presented by Yancey's Fancy New York's Artisan Cheese from July 13-15. WGI will host the Ticket Galaxy Beer Festival on October 20 next year. Our team is thrilled to present another great and memorable year of motorsports and entertainment to the best fans in racing, Printup said. Follow @Sagandru Leger on Twitter.